Hello, we're going to start with a new chapter. The new chapter has to do with the conditional operations. As in other programming languages, Python programming language uses control of the flow execution, which can be through conditional expressions and loops. Python uses spaces to indicate the beginning and the end of a block. Therefore, indentation is important. For example, when using a block if, elif, else, the control blocks must have the same level of indentation. The best ways to achieve this is to use for blanks or use tab when the next block starts. Now we are going to have a look if, elif, and else conditional operation. This conditional operation starts with if expression, which is followed by scalar logical expression. Elif and else are optional. The generic form of the block if, elif, else is: if a logical 1, then execute code if logical 1 is satisfied. Elif logical 2, execute code if a logical 2 is satisfied. And we have here another logical 3, let's say logical 4, and so forth. And then if nothing is satisfied, we have else if other conditions are not satisfied. Let's see some example. We have here an example: x1 is equal to 5, and we are asking if x1 is less than 5, then x1 will be plus equal to 1. Else, x1 will be minus equal to 1, which means that the previous value of x1 will be subtracted with 1. And at the end, we just go and print the value of x1. For this case, the result will be 4, because initially x1 is equal to 5, then we have x1 is not less than 5, but it is equal, so we are going in this part, which means that x1 will be 5 minus 1, which is 4. And here x1 equal to 4 is printed. Let's minimize this screen and go to Spider. x1 equal to 5. If x1 is less than 5, bear in mind that here we must have column. Then we have x1 plus equal with 1. Then we go else. Also here we have a column. x1 minus equal with 1. Now we are here. But now we want to go at the beginning of the indentation. So let's go here and print the result. Print x1 equal, and here x1. Let's execute this small program. And here we have x1 equal to 4. But if we put x1 equal to 1, let's say, then we have another execution, because here the execution will go in this part. Printed result will be 2. Let's have a look. And here we have the printed result is 2. Here we have another example, which is more complex than this one, because it contains more than one if and else. It contains elif, so another condition. Let's have a look. Let's put x2 equal to 5, and let's ask if x2 is less than 5, bear in mind to put the columns, x2 is equal to x2 plus 1. Elif x2 is larger than 5. Okay, here also we have a column. x2 is equal to x2 minus 1. Here I have put 2. I should put x2. Now we are going away from this elif loop, So let's go else. Also here we have a column. x2 is equal to x2 times 2, which means if x2 is less than 5, go to this loop. If x2 is larger than 5, go to the other loop. But if it's not less than 5, and if it's not bigger than 5, then it should be equal. So let's go to this loop and print this out. So let's take this part and put x2. And here x2 as well. Execute it. So x2 is equal to 5. In this case, this is not satisfied because x2 is not less than 5. And here x2 is not larger than 5. So we are going to this part of the loop, which means that x2 is equal to 5 times 2, which is 10, and the result is fine. Let's put x2 equal to 3. In this case, only this part is executed. So x2 should be 4. So let's execute it, and we'll see that x2 is equal to 4. So x2 initially is 3, then 3 plus 1 is 4, and only this part is executed. Let's put value 7, and execution will be done not in this part because the condition is not satisfied. We are going to this condition. The condition is satisfied, so 7 is larger than 5. In this case, we have 7 minus 1. It should be 6. And the result is 6. That's it for this session. I hope you enjoyed. See you on the next sessions.